Happy Ace Awareness Week. Asexuality is valid. Hi, hello, welcome back to my place on the internet, which today happens to be a giant ace flag. If you don't know, it is currently Asexual Awareness Week. I happen to be gray asexual, so I wanted to make at least one video this week talking about asexuality. This video is going to be discussing the difference between asexual, demisexual, and gray sexual. So if you want to know what the difference is, then keep watching and let's just get into this. Reminder before I get into this video that asexuality is valid, very valid. Should have added the word very to this. And we do not disrespect it or discriminate against people or say that they're not LGBTQ. No hate. We respect aces and arrows in this house. All right, with that being said, let's actually begin. First, let's start off with asexual. In simple terms, asexual can be defined as experiencing little to no sexual attraction, not to be confused with things like libido or sex drive. There are a lot of misconceptions surrounding asexuality, but right off the bat, asexuality is not the same as celibacy and is not a hormonal imbalance. And it's extremely valid and real, and science backs it up. AVEN or asexuality.org has a ton of resources about everything I'm going to be talking about, so definitely check them out if you have any more questions, or you can just comment them down below and I will try to the best of my ability to answer them. Moving on, another term that is common is demisexual. Demisexual is a orientation that falls under the asexual spectrum, and demisexual essentially means when you are asexual until you experience a strong emotional bond or connection. And finally, I'm going to be discussing the term that I myself use, which is gray asexual. And gray asexual is kind of like a catch-all term. It's also a term that falls under the asexual spectrum, but it's kind of a catch-all term for anything that is not completely allosexual or asexual. So if you don't know, allosexual is just what the average person is, where they experience sexual attraction. Asexual, as we went over earlier, experiences little to no sexual attraction. So anything in between that could be technically considered gray asexual. So anyone who feels like they might not experience sexual attraction very often, or they experience it only very, very rarely or to a very small degree, but they're not completely asexual, they could consider themselves gray asexual. So it's anything where they don't really feel comfortable identifying with asexual, but they also don't relate to being allosexual at all. I know with a lot of these labels, people have said things like we don't need to label these things or whatever, but it is nice for people to have a community. I know it's really helpful for me to find people who experience attraction the same way that I do, who have similar struggles and can relate to a lot of the things that I'm going through or having trouble with. So these labels are very important to some people, and it's important to recognize that even though you might not understand why people need to have all these labels, or you might get confused by all these labels, but that's okay because they are very meaningful to a lot of people and it is not your place to invalidate them. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say for this video. I did not plan this out beforehand. I usually have like a rough draft of what I want to cover in each video, but I was filming a bunch of TikToks today and I figured I might as well film this video for Ace Awareness Week. Like I said earlier, if you have any additional questions, you can leave them in the comments down below, or also look them up on AVEN or asexuality.org. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Remember that you are very valid and I love you. So yeah, I will see you next time. Peace out. I happen to be, wait, I thought there was a piece of glitter on my camera, but it's like just light. Am I even in focus? I'm always so scared I'm not. Wait. Yeah, I think I am. I'm ready. Reminder that asexual, wait. Aw, that was so wholesome.